Girls, children of all ages, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Are you ready for some football? Yes, football is back, aka
yeah.
women will not be having sex for the next few months. And men will be deciding if they love the planet Earth or not, depending how their team does in the NFL. Of course, you know who I am. It is the resident Cowboy fan, the DOUG. But I am not alone. We have everyone's favorite 49er fan, Dave.
What up?
And of course, we have everyone's favorite MIB agent and a fan of Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts. It is Mr. Jones. I will say this. Go ahead, because if you can't hear Mr. Jones, he is at work tonight. He's protecting women from what's his name again? The one who has a lot. That guy who was on America's Got Talent, who said he has 8 or 9 now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
See, this is what happens when I forget names. But we're here for picks, but before we get to that, of course, if you know me, we do talk about other sports. So let's just go over some baseball scores real quick. End of the third, Blue Jays and Orioles are tied 1-1. Bottom of the first, Twins and Yankees are tied 1-1. Top of the fifth.
Fuck the Yankees.
I agree. Mets are leading the Pirates 7-0.
Damn.
Red Sox and those lousy, no good Tampa Bay Rays, man, are tied 0-0. Bottom of the fifth.
Let's go Boston.
Mariners are beating the Phillies Phillies beating the Mariners 3-2. Bottom of the fifth. Cincinnati Reds are losing to the Chicago Cubs 1-0. Nationals and Cardinals are tied 0-0. The Cleveland Indians, not the Guardians, the Indians are tied with the Royals 1-1. Rangers and Astros are also tied as well 1-1.
Wait, I thought so. The Indian got the name. The Indian got the name still.
Yeah. No, they changed their name. I just refuse to call them by the Guardians. Kind of like how I call Walter, not his new name.
Okay, yeah.
Games that went final today. Mets beat the Pirates 5-1. Yankees won a game earlier today against the Twins 5-4 as they had a doubleheader. Rockies beat the Brewers 8-4. Atlanta Braves beat the Athletics 7-3. Tigers won their game 5-4 over the Angels. White Sox won their game against Seattle 9-6. And the Dodgers beat the Giants 7-3. So if you love baseball, there's that. Going to the standings real quick, and then we're going to talk about some college football and the 5 games we got to pick that were randomized this morning. When I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, I don't even remember the 5 teams. I have them written in front of me on a piece of goddamn paper. Again, this shows you how dumb I am sometimes, children. By the way, Mr. Jones and Dave, hope you're having a good night tonight, whatever you guys were doing today.
Go shopping. Spending my money. Fair
enough.
Yeah.
Gotta work for that money. Now, of course, my buddy Travis would be with us, but unfortunately, the ABC store, if you know what that is, and if you live in Virginia, called him in, so he will be with us next week, hopefully. But he did send me his picks, so we will look at his at the end of the video, so you know who he has.
Yo,
as well.
Doug, CM Punk got suspended. CM Punk got suspended.
Who cares?
We don't.
Fuck CM Punk, okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. I think he should have been fired, and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega should have not been.
They got stripped of their trios champion. CM Punk has been stripped of the AEW World Champion. At least has been stripped of the AEW Trio Champions.
Good Lord.
So tonight they have the Death Triangle, which is Pac and the Lucha Brothers versus Best Friends for the title, for the trios title.
Good Lord.
You didn't hear what happened?
Okay, here's what happened after the pay-per-view Sunday from AEW. CM Punk got to an altercation with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. There was a fight. Police were called.
Yep.
Adam Page quit. He quit AEW. He's gone. So now And Dave just said CM Punk's been suspended and stripped of his world title. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega have been stripped of the six-man tag team titles.
Yeah.
Talk about a crazy fucking day. Yeah, this is what happens, and I'm gonna what's it say when you let the inmates run the goddamn asylum.
Hold on, I'm trying to find all the people that these are all the people that got suspended. Okay.
We actually have two comments real quick. Inferno Day says Rams, and he has the Raiders going to the Super Bowl this year. We'll see if you're right or not on that one, my friend. But let's get to the MLB standings real quick. In the American League, the Yankees lead the East. In the Central, Cleveland leads that one. And in the West, the Astros lead that one pretty big. In the National side, the Mets lead. Mets and Braves are tied in the East. Cardinals pretty much have control of their own destiny in the Central, and the Dodgers pretty much won the West so easily that me, Dave, and Mr. Jones could join the Dodgers, and we would have done nothing good but still get paid.
Hell yeah.
As far as for the wild card, Tampa Bay and Seattle and Toronto lead that. And Mets, Braves, and Phillies lead that respectively as well. But that's there and there. And lastly, something that me and Mr. Jones were talking about earlier, and that is the college football rankings. We talked about it off stream, so we're going to hit this right now before we get to the college games we got to do. Then the NFL, folks. Woo! Sorry, I drank an energy drink when I woke up today so I could stay awake. The number one team didn't change. Alabama still is number one in the AP top 25. However, there were switches on the rest of it. Georgia moved up to number 2 after destroying Oregon 39-3. Ohio State, won. They did drop a spot as they barely got by Notre Dame, as the committee put it. Michigan's now number 4 with Clemson, who won this past weekend at number 5. Texas A&M stays at 6. Yep. 7, Oklahoma. 8 is Notre Dame. They have a loss. Baylor is at 9. USC is at 10. Oklahoma State is at 11. Florida is 12. Utah is 13. Michigan State is 14. Miami Hurricanes are at 15. 16 is Arkansas. 17 is Pittsburgh. NC State, they did win. They dropped down 5 spots to 18. Wisconsin's now number 19. Kentucky jumped up to 20. BYU is number 21. Ole Miss is 22. Wake Forest is 23. Tennessee is now in the top 25 at number 24. And Houston cracked the top 25. As far as for the teams who dropped out, Oregon dropped out of the top 25. They were 11, but after getting murdered, killed by Bill Goldberg's former college, they dropped out. And Cincinnati dropped out of theirs as well. And there's your college report. But now, as we know, it's time for the college picks. So, if you don't know anything about college, good luck faking it. Remember, do what a woman does when you're having sex with her. She fakes it.
Good job.
Hopefully, Mr. Jones does not have his speaker on. He has his headset on, so a lot of women may have just got offended. But with that being the case, by the way, I'll talk about what's going to happen with the rest of the Thursday games coming up. But here are the college games. We actually have 4 from Saturday and 1 from the for Friday. So let's get to that. The first game, which is on Friday, UCF takes on Louisville. Who you got?
Talking to me? I gotta go with the Louisville Cardinals.
All right, so that's 1 for the Louisville Cardinals. I'm taking UCF just because it makes me think of UFC. Mr. Jones, who do you have? UCF or Louisville? But this is football, sadly.
Yeah.
Can you say that again? Because I couldn't hear it too well. That's probably because I'm going deaf. UCF. See, alright. Now, the rest of these games are on Saturday. The first one is number 16 Arkansas taking on South Carolina Gamecocks. I would take number 16 Arkansas.
You know what? I know a lady whose son plays for the Gamecocks. See, he's like the defense tackler, the defense end. So I'm gonna go with the Gamecocks. The upset.
Oh, that's your upset for college this week. All right, and Mr. Jones? It's number 16 Arkansas or South Carolina? Alright, I'm alone there. Game number 3. Number 24 Tennessee takes on number 11 Pitt. I mean number 17 Pitt, excuse me.
Tennessee.
One for Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee as well. So, Mr. Jones, you want to make it a trifecta where we fuck over Tennessee, or you're going to take Pitt? Okay, that means Tennessee will lose, guys, knowing our history.
That's
number
true.
4, Iowa State against Iowa. Now, of course, if you did not watch Iowa this past weekend, I did mention it on the Madden stream. They won their game 7-3 without getting a touchdown. They got a 3-point kick and 2 safeties. That was Iowa. Give me Iowa State because they can actually score.
Let's go Iowa State.
And we just fucked Iowa State. Last game. Number 11, Oklahoma State takes on Arizona State. I'm taking number 11, Oklahoma State.
I'm going Oklahoma Sooners. That's the wrong Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, you're thinking this is the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys. Go Oklahoma Cowboys.
That's the only time Jose go Cowboys probably tonight. And Mr. Jones? Oklahoma State versus Arizona State. So it's the Cowboys versus the Sun Devils.
Huh?
Alright. Well, that is the college for this week, so let's get to the NFL portion. The first game, which is tomorrow night on NBC and Peacock.
I'll give you money minute. The money in the tail for you, Brian.
And it's on Peacock as well. If you don't have cable or satellite, you can watch it on the Peacock streaming service. It is the Buffalo Bills, who came so close to being in the Super Bowl, taking on the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams.
Who? That's me in the Madden 23.
Which if it goes by how Dave's playing with them on Madden 23, they will get fucking destroyed.
Fucking Jimmy G.
That's because you have Jimmy G. Mr. Jones had to bow because I know work. I'm sure if worst case he'll come back and join us. So leave his comment picks in the comments anytime that happens. And he's back, but we haven't made a pick yet. So, who do we got in this game? One, do we have Buffalo's defense shocking the ward and beating the Rams? Or do the Rams successfully defend their title at least the first week of the season?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep. Breaker, Mr. Jones. We hear you. Over.
Rubber ducky. Let's see. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills, all right. One for the Bills. Bills Mafia in the house tonight. Get that flaming table ready, because somebody called Public Enemy. Mr. Jones. We here.
Yeah, Matt Stanford playing.
Matthew Stafford is supposed to be playing, but we don't know how good he's going to be with that shoulder. Going with the Rams, all right. So we're split. I am taking the Bills. In case anyone knows them last year, they were my AFC pick to represent the AFC last year. This year, they are that again. I think the Bills will not only win the AFC, I actually had the Buffalo Bills winning the Super Bowl this year. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx myself on that one.
I'm coming.
Well, Dave takes care of that. We're going to head over to the next game now, and we'll get his pick when he gets his butt back here. It is the Saints on the road taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are rebuilding as they have a new coach and a new quarterback, as they now have Mariota from the Oregon Ducks fame back in the day. And they're taking on the New Orleans Saints, who have a new head coach, but they do get the quarterback they had last year, who was playing well for them before he went down with injury. And that's, of course, the guy who was stirring crabs and played for the Buccaneers before Brady said, get the fuck out. I'm going to go with first in this one. I'm going to go with the Saints here. This one was one of my hard games for me to pick because I didn't know who to trust, because the Saints have a new head coach, but at least they have more of a veteran team. I don't think much has changed on their playbook, offensive, defensively. Falcons, new coach. Mariota, I don't trust at all, to be honest, because we don't know which Mariota we're getting. So give me the Saints. Mr. Jones. Saints as well. So that. Fair enough. We don't usually do scores here, but we don't mind when we do that. We do love when we do that on occasions. All right, Dave is back from having to do something. I'd probably give the female police or give the pizza female driver her sausage. Dave.
No, I left my milk outside.
Oh, all right, Dave. We're on game 2 now. Me and Mr. Jones have already picked the Saints. Are you taking the Saints or taking Mariota and the Falcons?
Saints.
Saints. All right. That means if the Saints lose, you blame all 3 of us. Up next, it is the revenge game of the week. It is the Cleveland Browns. After getting rid of Baker Mayfield and realizing, oh fuck, we can't use Deshaun Watson as he's out for 11 fucking games, because he decided to go have some fun with some masseuse. Remember, Cleveland, protect those massage parlors. We don't want anything bad happening to those lovely women, okay? So they will be using Jacob Brissett, I believe it is, as the quarterback for the next few weeks. But they'll be taking on Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. This could be revised as a revenge game for Baker Mayfield because of how he was treated on the way out by Cleveland, from them saying, oh, we're not going to get rid of you, we're not going to trade for another quarterback, we want you to be our guy too. Oh, we fucking lied because we're Eddie Guerrero. This is my lock of the week. Go Baker Mayfield, get your damn revenge. I don't care if this is the only game he wins this year. Go Baker Mayfield, go Panthers. Beat those lying scumbags known as the Cleveland fucking Browns. I am so disappointed with the Browns ownership. I have more respect for Roman goddamn Reigns and Kirk Cousins now because of how terrible the ownership is for Cleveland. Fuck you, Browns.
Yeah. They did Baker Mayfield dirty. He actually made him to a playoff win.
The first playoff win in years!
25 years? And they said, fuck you.
Yeah.
So you know what? You know what, Panthers? Go Panther. Kick their lion scumbag asses.
It's 2 for the Panthers. By the way, this is my lock of the week, Panthers over Cleveland. Mr. Jones, after me just banging the entire sports team of Cleveland, who do you have? That is true. Mayfield is coming off an injury. Panthers, all right. We cannot let the Panthers down. Come on, Carolina. Come on, everybody. I need everyone in the state of Carolina to go, Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
Boom, boom.
I think we just showed our age. Going next, we're heading to Chicago, home of CM Bitch. As his
And
Bears. Well, Cole
Cole
Cabana's a nice
Cabana.
guy. We don't speak ill of Cole Cabana. That's why I didn't say his name, because we want to make fun of CM Bitch. It would be the Chicago Bears taking on Dave's 49ers in Chicago. Dave, this is your team, so just tell us why you're picking the. Just say you're going to pick the Niners.
The Niners, you know
Niners.
me. Y'all
Yep.
know. No, the reason why, that's my team. But I got faith in Trey Lance to lead us to a Super Bowl victory.
Well, you're playing Chicago. I'm going to say this.
No,
I have
no.
faith in the 49ers, so
Have you
I'm
been
picking
hearing people? have you been here at Sports Center? The white guy who be with Sam, the Steven guy, the white guy,
Yeah,
the
I
cowboy
have heard.
dude.
I
He
have
said the Chicago Bears gonna whoop our ass in because we passed on Justin Fields and Steph Stevens. Like, we beat them when I beat them last year. He goes, oh, Justin Fields wasn't playing.
But the Bears suck. Chicago hasn't been relevant since they won the Super Bowl, and then they weren't relevant until Lovie Smith got there. Chicago's been irrelevant for decades now. So give me the 49ers as well. One of the few times you hear me. Even my mom said she's taking the 49ers. Let that sink in there, children. My mom is taking the 49ers. Does that tell you how? And by the way, that's not the only surprise my mom wanted to tell you guys when we get to another game. She's actually taking a team she thought she would never have to pick in her life. And if you know my mother, you know who that might be. Mr. Jones. Niners or Bears?
No. The Jets.
49ers. Three across the board.
They're gonna lose now. Why?
No, they're not gonna lose. It's Chicago. Yeah. I have faith in this one. Game 5. Yeah. Next, game number 5 on the list. We're heading to WKRP Cincinnati, as it is the Bengals, the reigning defending AFC champions, taking on the newly built Steelers. Steelers, as we know, Big Ben had to retire after this year, so they will now be.
Now, who's the quarterback? Fucking Mitch Trubisky?
I think that's who it is, yes, because of the fact of, because they don't trust Pickett yet, which I can kind of understand because Pickett is the rookie. You don't want to risk that. Cincinnati, they're coming off a great year. Joe Burrow is back. We know Joe Burrow is a goddamn beast of a man. You know, he does look like Macaulay Culkin on occasions. The defense has really improved for Cincinnati. So, baby, if you ever wonder what became of me, just turn on your radio and listen to WKRP in Cincinnati, because I'm taking the Bengals, baby!
What are they playing? Bengals? They're playing Steelers or Bengals?
They're playing in Cincinnati.
Alright, so you know what? This is my lock of the week. This is going to be a good-ass game. So, I'm taking the Bengals over the stupid Steelers, the ketchup Steelers, or Bumblebee Steelers, or whatever the fuck they're... And by the way,
you know, it's not Heinz Field anymore.
The best Steeler of all time was Troy Polamalu.
I would say Terry Bradshaw, but that's a debate for another day.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones, are you joining us at the radio station, or are you going to be going to Pittsburgh to join Kurt Angle? Yay, we all get to party at the radio station. Woohoo! Alright, next up. This is my upset pick of the week, believe it or not, guys. We are heading to the Motor City with Kevin Nash, as it is the Detroit Lions at home taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, this is my upset pick, because I am riding with the Detroit Lions. I have faith in them. They played well last year in Week 1, if you remember. They almost came back and beat the Niners in Week 1. They have a great head coach who the team loves. This is one of the few times I will say this. I hope the coach does well, because I think he is a good coach. I just think first-year jitters and all that, I think they'll bounce it around. Detroit needs this one to actually start off the season off right. So give me Detroit in an upset pick.
You know what, Doug? I got faith in Detroit Lions because they just drafted a guy from Michigan who defense player. He did an excellent job.
Of course, he's picking him from guy from Michigan.
No. The coach is awesome. The coach, they seem happy with the other coach. They seem like he was down. Like, this coach actually energized with the crowd. So the Detroit Lions, you have to do a good season this year. So I say the Lions are going to win 11 games this year and make a playoffs.
If that happens, I'm finding my Bible. Mr. Jones, are you joining us in Detroit, or are you going to go to Philadelphia?
Boo. No?
I couldn't hear that, unfortunately. What was that?
You said you going to Philly?
Oh, he's joining Will Smith. Why?
So you think who's the quarterback? The Eagles quarterback?
They're starting that guy they had last year near the end.
I forgot his name.
I did too. But I'm not surprised though, because I had a feeling this would be one of the ones we would disagree on out of three of us. I thought this would be one, but Mr. Jones, hopefully the Eagles do get you a win because this is one of those that could put you in the lead early in week 1. Because unfortunately, I think we're all going to agree on the next game. It is the Indianapolis Colts on the road with Matty Ice in his first game as a Colt, taking on the rebuilding Houston Texans, who the only good thing they have about him is their head coach is Lovie Smith. Other than that, the Houston Texans are pretty much the equivalent of the Mean Street Posse. No one gives a fuck. Mr. Jones, this is your team, so just say, I know you're going to say this, or just... Colts. That's one for the Colts. Dave?
You know what? Screw this. This is my upset. This is my upset. You know what? I'll take it the Texans over the Colts. Upset victory. Lovie Smith gonna get his first win as a coach. For the
Texans, yeah, he coached Chicago years ago. Yeah, I know what you meant.
You know what I mean. Yeah. So upset Texans. That Viagra man, David Miles, or the Viagra neck guy, he gonna win. He gonna smoke. He gonna give the Colt the smoke.
Oh God. Well, before I tell you my pick, remember how I said my mom told me there was a pick that she didn't think she would ever make in her life for a team to win a game? Even she is taking the Colts because she does not trust anything about the Houston Texans. So when my mom is even picking Indianapolis, I have no fucking trust because that means that's how bad it is that she's even taking the Colts to win a game. So you know what? I'm picking the Colts as well. I trust Matty Ice, though. I think he's a good quarterback. I just feel like that Super Bowl loss he was never able to get over. I think a new change of scenery will help him. Next, we're going to Miami. Meow. As the Miami Dolphins are at home against the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots have been down there since early Tuesday, which usually they don't do that. So kind of weird there. The Patriots' offensive line, as a lot of experts have said, is one of the worst offensive lines this year in the AFC. The game's in Miami, and we've seen the last few years the Patriots have given Miami, have had problems with the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots have. So, I'm taking the Dolphins at home to beat the Patriots.
You know what? I got the Fins over Patriots, too.
Ooh, 2 for the Fins. Mr. Jones? Oh. We all picked the Dolphins. That's not a surprise. I'll tell you Travis's picks at the end of the... Fair enough. Alright, next game it is the New York Jets at home taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Jets, you know, the starting young quarterback who was playing last year didn't play well this year. We'll see how they do. Second year for the new head coach as well. Baltimore,
you know what play? They just named Joe Flacco the starting quarterback for the Jets.
I thought. Wait, what happened to the guy for what? Is the guy injured again? He got injured. Okay, well that makes this pick even more easier then. I'm taking my mom's Ravens to beat the Jets.
Let me look at let me look it up again because I'm New York Jets. Hold on, let me look it up now.
I mean, the Jets haven't been relevant since fucking goddamn when they won the Super Bowl against the Colts years ago.
Yeah, New York. This is ESPN 6 hours ago. New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson likely out until week 4. Joe Flacco starts season opener over the
Okay, well that's his. Ravens win. That's my pick. Dave.
I got the Jets over the Falcons. Over the Ravens.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Tell me that's a joke.
No, I'm being serious. I got the Jets.
Did you fall off one of the rides at the carnival last week?
No.
Mr. Jones, now that I'm needing to smoke some crack after that, are you taking Baltimore or the Jets? That's 2 for Baltimore.
Hey, why don't you tell your mom
An alternate universe, exactly. Alright. Now, what's the... Wait a minute, I'm getting a special report. There's something crashing through the sky with a full cry, Cobra! Cobra! As Cobra Commander is landing in Washington as the Commanders take on Jacksonville. Yes, I made a G.I. Joe joke. I've been waiting to do that since I got the name. And there better be somebody dressed as Cobra goddamn Commander at the game, or I'm going to be very disappointed in the Washington fans. But give me the Commanders here. I don't trust Jacksonville at all. Jacksonville looks like... Well, it shouldn't surprise anyone because he owns the team. It looks like it's being run like AEW is being run right now. The inmates are running the asylum. So give me the Commanders, aka the Redskins.
Huh? Oh, you're waiting for me. Hold on. I got Redskins over the Jags.
2 for the Redskin Commanders. Mr. Jones, you going to join us and make it 3 for 3, or are you taking Jacksonville? I couldn't hear you too well because there's some kind of machine in the background. What was that? Fuck the Jacks, so you're taking the Commanders as well. Fair enough. Next game. By the way, the rest of these will be at 4:25 coming up. The New York Giants, who, as of right now, look kind of lost because it seems like they might bench Daniel Jones depending how he does. They're going to Tennessee to take on King Henry and the Titans. Give me the fucking Titans. Giants couldn't stop a goddamn thing last year. Give me the Titans at home.
Yeah, I got Titans. I got Titans too.
2 for the Titans. Mr. Jones? Titans. That was easy.
That was easy.
Now, the next game might be a little bit harder. It is the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Arizona Cardinals. It is in Arizona. Now, the reason this might be tough, well, yes, the Chiefs still have Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs still have that terrible defense from last year that was such a disappointment. That actually there's people who work on ESPN radio who actually have the Chiefs missing the playoffs. And it's not because of Mahomes, it's because of that defense. Mahomes is going to have to play lights out almost at least this game to see how their defense is, to see if it's actually improved from last year or God wants to stay the same. Arizona, kind of a young team, they do have a good defense as well. But I trust Patrick Mahomes. I can't really go against him that often. So give me the Chiefs on the road against Arizona.
I got the Cardinals.
Ooh, okay. So you're going with Kansas City's defense is going to let them down like it did in the AFC Championship. All right, Mr. Jones. Ooh, so I'm the lone wolf on this one. Interesting. At least for the moment, because I haven't looked at Travis's picks yet. Like I said, we're going to do that after the Broncos-Seahawks game. Next up, a rematch from the end of last season to determine who would have been in the playoffs. The Raiders travel to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Both teams coming off a pretty good season. Raiders made the playoffs after all the turmoil they had last year. Chargers missed it because their head coach was a fucking idiot. And that's me being polite about it. I could be worse. I'm going to take the Raiders here, guys. I just think they're a better team. I trust their call a little bit more. I think if they didn't have all that turmoil last year, they probably would have been a bigger threat in the playoffs. But now that all that problems and everything's behind them, they could be a dangerous team this year. So give me the Raiders on the road.
You know what? I got Anakin Skywalker over the damn Oakland Raiders. Because Justin Herbert looks like Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, so you're taking the Chargers?
Yep.
All right, 1-1.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones, what about you?
Hold on, I'll be back again. I'm trying to stream, trying to do my bit.
I couldn't hear because Dave was talking too loud. What was that? You got the Chargers, you said? Chargers, okay, so it's next game on the Sunday 4:25 schedule. It is the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers taking on the Vikings and that lousy, no good, pathetic quarterback, Kirk goddamn Cousins.
I'm back, sorry.
No problem, we're just getting to the Packers who are gonna murder, death, kill Kirk Cousins. He is a terrible quarterback. He is pretty much the Sami Zayn of the Vikings. He is a lousy quarterback, so much so that in face of the franchise, I signed with the Vikings as a quarterback and got his ass fucking fired. That's how bad he is.
Oh, you got it back? Even though it froze?
It didn't freeze on my end. It's still going.
Oh, I thought it did.
And if it
the
did,
first time.
No.
Remember he did and he had the
that,
way.
Oh, face of the franchise. Yeah, I get what you meant on that part. Yeah, I finally got it to work.
I got Packers.
You got Packers. Vikings. We know I got the Green Bay Packers because I rarely, if ever, choose the goddamn Vikings because of Kirk Cousins. Mr. Jones, are you going to throw Kirk Cousins a life preserve? You're going to be like, I'm going to let that motherfucker die.
No, fuck.
Well, I'll say this: if Kirk Cousins can beat the Packers, I will say something nice about Kirk Cousins next week.
Yeah, and if Kirk Cousins wins, I'll tweet him and saying you're a god. You saved the Vikings.
No. I'll say something nice about him. I'll compliment his hair or something.
Oh God!
He's got a nice-looking wife. How about that?
Wow.
Moving on to the Sunday game, which
oh God,
you can watch on NBC on the Peacock thing. It is a rematch from last season's Week 1 opener. The Buccaneers are traveling to Dallas. This one, a lot of people are saying it's probably going to be like it was last year, closer than what people expect. Of course, the Buccaneers do not have Gronk this year, so that does help Dallas a little bit. We know who I'm taking because I'm a Cowboys fan through and through to the bitter end. Give me the Cowboys at home to beat the Buccaneers. Dave?
No. Oh God. That's it. Oh God. You know what, Doug? I'm going to surprise you. Okay. What am I? A cowboy hater, right?
Yeah, you're
all
day,
one. Every day. All right, but tonight I'm going to pick the Cowboys to defeat the Buccaneers. I just threw up saying that.
Okay, that's 2 for the Cowboys, which I'm kind of surprised with you.
And only because I draft Ezekiel Elliott and CeeDee Lamb in my fantasy draft, so that's the only reason why.
No, good reason, I guess, there. Mr. Jones, are you taking the Cowboys with us, or are you going to be riding that pirate ship with Tom Brady? I think I just killed him, because
He was like, I don't.
You're taking the Bucks? Wow, even though you hate Tom Brady. Oh, makes sense. Dak is playing and Zeke is playing.
So question. So Dak is injured, who's the backup quarterback? They got a backup quarterback.
That is a question that we'll have to cross the bridge when it happens.
They released Cooper Rush.
They did release the 2 quarterbacks. What would happen is it would become the punter. Because the 4th quarterback's usually the punter, so.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I try to forget that season, to be honest. But I get what you're saying. That would be
Yeah.
the key thing there. Hopefully, well enough.
That is true.
Fair enough. So hashtag remember fuck Tom Brady, as Mr. Jones says. Now to the last game of week 1. It is the only Monday night game because week 2 will have 2 Monday night games, which we'll discuss in a second. It is Russell Wilson making his return to Seattle, but not as a Seahawk, as Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos take on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback will be Geno Smith. You remember what we said about that motherfucker last year when he took over? We dogged his ass. And now you're playing...
It's not Drew Luck.
No, it's not Drew Luck. It's not Drew Luck. He lost the job, apparently. It's Russell Wilson with the Broncos. Broncos defense has been, we know, was good last year. They just had quarterback issues. I think that could be solved. Guess what, guys? I'm taking the Denver Broncos here. This is going to be a murder-death-kill situation. I have zero faith in Seattle. As a matter of fact, I put it like this. This game, I give Seattle a 0.0000001% chance of winning. And that's only because of the Denver Broncos end up getting food poisoned before the game. So give me the Denver Broncos on the road in Seattle.
All right. My turn. Okay. I got the Broncos, okay? Because Seahawks, garbage. But I'm going to say this might be close. It's because the Seahawks got DJ Mack, like he's the best running, awesome. But we don't talk about that guy. He sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Pete Carroll might have something up his sleeve. Pete Carroll. You can't count out Pete Carroll. He might have to copy the 49ers in this situation.
Ooh.
You know, you can never count out Pete Carroll though.
Fair enough.
Smart.
But that's true for the Broncos though. So, but that leaves you, Mr. Jones.
And I did like to see the Seahawks lose. Milo, give me your, give me Milo.
All right, so
Milo, hi buddy. You good boy? Are you good boy? Are you good boy? You good boy?
correct. So. There's no bad blood, no. It's not like the Panther situation. But, yeah, I would say this. I think with Seattle, it's a rebuilding year, and I think a lot of Seahawks fans have kind of see that coming. But I had a feeling you were probably going to take Denver, though, because I know you and me discussed it a few nights ago.
Yeah.
Correct. And it's weird, too, before we get to Travis's picks and then look a week or next week. It's weird. A few years ago, a lot of people would have said Seattle was going to be the next great dynasty team because of that great defense and Russell Wilson. And now, they only won one Super Bowl out of all that? Kind of sad in a way.
Yep.
Yeah. Just saying. Correct. Now, here are Travis's picks for this week. He has the Rams winning tomorrow night. Then on Sunday, he has the Saints, the 49ers, Bengals, Eagles, Dolphins, Ravens. He's got the Jaguars beating the Commanders, Panthers, Colts, his Green Bay Packers, Titans, Chiefs. He's got the Chargers, Buccaneers, and then he's got the Broncos on Monday night. Yep. Now, let's take a look at week 2 real quick before we sign off. The Thursday night game will be the Chargers and at Kansas City, so a short week for both of them. And remember, starting in week 2 on, the only way to watch Thursday night football games is if you have Amazon Prime. If you do not have Amazon Prime, you are royally fucked.
Damn.
You do, which I'll probably just try to, hopefully they play it on ESPN radio and listen to a radio station. Feel like I'm back in the 1960s. As far as for the teams we cheer for in these pick shows, my mom's Ravens play the Dolphins in week 2. The Colts play the Jaguars in week 2 in Jacksonville. The 49ers are at home against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
My Cowboys will be at home again against the Bengals. Your Sunday night game will be the Packers at home against the Bears. And your two Monday night games in week 2. The Titans at the Buffalo Bills at 7:15. And then about an hour later, oh my God, fuck, I'm going to have a hard time picking this one because it has one guy I don't like in a team. That's my rival. The other Monday night game is the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Fuck! But like I... So... Oh, I'm going to have to see how the Vikings and Eagles play in week 1 so I know who I'm picking. Please, Kirk Cousins playbacks. I don't want to have to try to pick you. I don't like you. I think you're a thief. I think you're a thief, Cook, and that's what I think you are. That's been the pick show for this week. Let me know what you guys think of our picks. Do you agree or disagree? And let us know why. Now, of course, next Wednesday we will be back once again with the picks. Probably around the same time, give or take, if everything goes according to plan. But unfortunately, this channel is one like WCW in the year 2000. We don't know what plans are. Now, of course, Thursday night I will be streaming after the Bills and Chargers game, so there's that as well. Until then, everyone have a good rest of your night. Be safe, and see you all probably tomorrow for streams and this weekend. Until then, later, y'all.